Hello, this is a settling down exploration that you can use every day just to help you to become a bit more present, a bit more quiet, and to set up a good mood for your day. So first of all, I would like you to find a spot, a chair, preferably chair, not sofa, where you can sit, maybe with a view towards the window or some nice view in front of you, and the chair should be quite hard, so nothing very soft. You just sit and take a few moments. I would like you to notice the way you sit, your feet on the floor supporting you, and your bottom on the seat. Just notice what's going on there. Perhaps your sitting bones are not directed the helpful way, so you may roll your pelvis with the hands on the sides of the pelvis and just find out whether you're either kind of sinking in or you overarching, or perhaps you can find that middle bit of balance where your sitting bones are directed down. And then I would like you to notice the space around you, the space in front of you, softening your eyes, just noticing colors and textures, the space between you and things in front of you. You may think about it as an elastic space, and you allow the front of you to soften towards it. And I would like you to notice the space behind you, perhaps the way you're supporting yourself on the chair, your back, anything that is behind you. Maybe you sit in a way that there is actually a lot of space there. And not just your back, but the back of your head, the back of your neck, and then the back of your legs. And then the space on your left side and your right side. There may be a difference in the way that you perceive that space. Just noticing it and noticing how your body relates to that space there. Are there any pulls, any tightening, an uncomfortable feeling? Perhaps you might just see it without any judgment. Just allow the body to talk to you. And then the space below you, we've been talking about support, feet releasing into the floor, and your bottom supported by the chair. So like a tree growing down with your roots, so to speak, and the space above you. Just allowing yourself, again like a tree, to release up and away from the sitting bones, up and away from your legs. And you may notice the way you support yourself. Do you struggle in holding yourself up? Do you feel you need to put lots of effort into it? You can always come back to the sitting bones and directing them down. That always helps. And then if there is any extra effort still, you may think about the spine inside you growing up and away from the sitting bones, and the top of the spine is between your ears. and just softening inside. You may think about having a tall but soft body, and inside your body there is an ongoing inner movement. So you notice the 3Dness of yourself. Your eyes are open, still being engaged with what is in front of you. And then you can bring your attention to your breath, just seeing how it is. A bit like a person who sits on the beach and sees, observes the waves of the ocean. Some of the waves will be small, some of the waves will be big, some of them will be very energetic, aggressive, some of them will be sort of shy, going sideways, disappearing somewhere. And all of them are alright, because all of them are the response to what's happening inside the ocean. And you can't do anything to change these waves. You can just observe them. So the same thing can happen to your breath. You can just observe the waves of your breath, in and out. And observe the movement of your ribs. And as you pay a quiet attention to it, you may just allow the out breath to be slightly longer than the in breath. Very gently. Everything we're doing here is really, really gentle. And then the end of that out breath, you may choose to wait a little and allow the in breath to do itself. So it's a little bit like a leaf falling off a tree, you know, when it goes floats, 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 and then waits, and then floats, 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 and then waits, and floats, 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 and then waits. So that pause between out breath and in breath is that wait, that rest. Wait for the body to rebalance. Wait for the springiness. Don't worry if the wait is not too long. Just see what's happening. Just kindly, gently ask yourself to lengthen the out breath, and then wait, 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 and allow the in breath to happen. And with each out breath, you may allow your body to release up and to release into the space. You may not see anything, you may not feel anything, but you can still think about it. So with each out breath, a long out breath, gentle, you allow your body to grow into more freedom and into more movement as well. And then you may just direct your in-breath down and wide, allowing not just the ribs but the belly muscles to move in that ongoing belly massage. With each in-breath and out-breath, the intestines will be softly massaged by the movement. So you direct your in-breath down and wide, and then you direct your out-breath back and up. Just think about it as a wave. The wave is coming up from your back. And you may notice at some point that there is more breath going into the back of your lungs, the back of your back, to that place between your shoulder blades, allowing the shoulder blades to open, to be more movable and soft. May not happen today, but you can still invite the thought. And then checking just with yourself whether you haven't focused too much on one thing, which is breathing. Just coming back to the room, to the whole of you. Softening inside, inviting the movement. You may think that the ocean happens inside you. It's ongoing movement, although you can sit quite still, but there is ongoing movement inside you. And you may be aware of that, and at the same time, you may be aware of the things that happen around you. And I just hope that little exploration helped you to settle down a little bit and get on with your daily tasks with a calmer mind.